You're listening now to the Real Estate Lab with Bayut. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Real Estate Labs with Bayut.com. Today I am very excited to announce this week's guest. He is not only the driving force for one of the oldest, but one of the most largest real estate agencies here in the UAE. To add on to that, they also took away the People's Choice Award for the Stronger Together Awards for the year of 2022. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Richard Waind.
Thanks, Chris.
How are you?
I'm good, my man. 2021 and 2022 to be exact, just to...
I stand corrected. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
You're always welcome in our offices. Rick, how's the start or the first half even of 2023 been for Betterhomes?
Yeah, it's been great. I think it's been great for the market. It's been fantastic at Betterhomes. We've hit, I think with this month will be our a new record, I think, on new business sold as we sit here today, and that will be our third new record set of the year. And you know, I'm sure people are sort of a bit tired of brokers saying we've hit new records. So look, it's been great. It's a great time to be a real estate broker. It's a fantastic time to be an investor in town. So yeah, all power to Dubai, and long may it continue. Let's crack on to today's topic, where we're going to be speaking about foreign and international investment to here the UAE. Yeah.
So Rick, can you give me an overview to foreign investment and international interest to the Dubai real estate market at the moment?
Yeah, look, again, as we were saying earlier, the market is very, very busy at the moment, and that is both domestically and internationally led. I think as you came out of the COVID period, there was a lot of domestic interest and demand, but really Dubai, I think, has captured the interest of a global audience over the last, let's say two and a bit years. And it's that interest, that global audience, that I think has really powered the market over this last period of time. Now, if I look at our figures, our Betterhomes numbers, and Betterhomes, we are a heavily weighted secondary market agency. Yeah, we do a lot of off-plan, but we tend to be, very largely weighted in the secondary market. And that probably lends itself a little bit more to the domestic market, but we've seen a shift from a couple of years ago when it was sort of 80-85% local investors to sort of drop down to about 70-65-70%. So our share of voice in terms of foreign owners has probably doubled in the last 18 months. And I think that's probably representative of the wider market in general. Yeah,
and not only that, it's been quite diverse as well. So I mean, obviously a lot of agencies are focusing on the ultra high net worth people moving here, but it just seems that everyone from everywhere seems to be really interested in Dubai at the minute.
Yeah, and also, you know, Dubai has those different layers to offer. You know, it has the ultra high net worths properties, you know, the prime, super prime properties, but it also has affordable properties as well that investors from all over the world get involved in. I think when you look at investors, then you start segmenting it into what they're buying. You've also got to segment who the investors are, what they're looking for. That ultra high net worth, prime, super prime marketplace, you know, these are not properties they're buying to rent out. These are second homes, third homes, fourth homes, fifth homes, you know, adding to their portfolio of London, Paris, Monaco, and such. And that's great to see. You know, I really, really like to see that. And I think that's at that level is fantastic.
So Rick, how has the recent economic and regulatory environment helped influence interest here to Dubai?
I think it's had a real positive impact. The government has made a very conscious and deliberate decision to try and attract foreign investors and foreign nationals and foreign businesses to these shores. And they've done that through, first and foremost, being welcoming. You know, and during COVID, there was a lot of expat cities globally that went the other way, went quite insular and made it quite difficult for expats. Dubai did the opposite, opened their arms, welcomed people here. They made visa reform was probably the backbone of that, attracting people here, you know, come and work here during COVID and work remotely. Lots and lots of people came, like what they see, and they stayed. Business reform as well, allowing people now to own their businesses 100%, I think was a big barrier, mentally as much as anything else for a lot of international investors and people coming over here. And then culturally as well, you know, some of the changes of laws we've seen around co-living and those sort of things, again, is just attracting a wider audience and reducing some of those barriers for people to live here, invest here, and come over here. So I think, you know, we shouldn't underestimate genuinely my view that the superb work that the Dubai government and leadership have done to help Dubai really gain the momentum that's gained over this last 2 or 3 years.
We've seen so many positive things coming from the government side to attract people here. However, there has been a recent article which has been released with regards to income tax for real estate for foreign investors. How do you think that would have an impact on people investing here? Now, we've spoke about two things. You get people who invest here and then tend to move here.
Yep.
Yeah. But you get people who just invest here because it's a lucrative market to invest in. Do you think that will be affected by these new changes?
Look, as we sit here today, Chris, I think there's still a little bit more clarity to come out about corporation tax, if I'm honest. But I think there's a couple of things on it. So the intention of the law is to give parity to overseas businesses investing here at the same level as local domestic businesses investing here. So if you're a local domestic business and property is your business, then you are subject to corporation tax. Therefore, if you're an overseas business investing here, you should be on parity. Now, that's my understanding of the approach to the law. As we sit here today, I think a foreign investor purchasing property over here and it is non-licensed business activity, i.e. you're just going to rent it out or you're going to live in it, shouldn't be subject to corporation tax. Yeah. If you're an overseas business and you're looking to set up a company that will own properties and benefit from it, then I think you will. Now, the other thing all investors should always look at is what are the legal and tax implications in their home country, for example. So if I was a UK national in the UK and I was owning a property here in Dubai, I'd be paying tax on it in the UK anyway. So you then opening up your questions to double taxation laws, and if you're already paying that in the UK, would you then have to pay corporation tax as well? Probably not. Now, I wouldn't want to go any further into it because I'm not a tax lawyer, and I'd always advise people to get genuine good tax advice from a tax lawyer. Yeah. But I think in my reading of it at the minute, Chris, is I don't think this is going to impact the vast majority of investors buying property to either live in, second homes, or even rent out here in Dubai.
So obviously I mentioned earlier there's a very diversification of different class types moving here, from the ultra high net worth to the your everyday sort of working class person. Where do you see the developers focusing on going forward? What do you think they would try and...
Do you know, that's a great question. And I think there is what gets the most airtime, what gets the most column inches at the moment is probably the luxury property market, right? Yeah. So you ask any real estate broker in town, what do they want to do? They want to sell luxury. You ask any real estate developer in town, what do they want to do? They want to be making luxury. Okay, so I think that part of the market is getting quite a lot of attention from the developer space.
So we recently launched the Chinese language on the website. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's probably pretty good timing.
Yeah.
The Chinese market was fairly dormant for a couple of years as they were going through their zero COVID period, which ended in December, I think. And of course, we're starting to see a re-emergence of that market. So we have seen certainly an increase in the number of Chinese investors coming back into the market, doing some good deals with them. And I think it's probably good timing on your part.
Okay, Rick, it's fun time. We're going to play a game now.
Right.
Okay. What I have here is not quite a bowl, but we'll call it a bowl.
Yeah.
With country names inside. Okay. Now, from the traffic on our website, I want you to guess where that country have been most popular in looking.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you want to grab,
and this is IP addresses from their home countries. Yeah?
Correct.
Right. First country is India.
India, okay. And where would you say it was the most popular search place for India?
There's a lot of there's a big Indian community around Dubai and Dera, but there's also equally Shoba Heartlands, those sort of places. Whoa.
You were quite hot.
I'm going to go Shoba.
No, Dubai, the first one you said. Unlucky. Okay, second.
Second. We have Russia.
Russia, okay. Where is the most popular search location?
Got to be somewhere with a waterfront. I'm thinking blue waters, but volume-wise, does the Palm work as a single entity? Let's go Palm.
Palm is a single entity, but unfortunately not. It is Dubai Marina. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Oh, United Kingdom. Right, let me think where the best fish and chip shops are.
It's only one, isn't there?
Yeah. I'd probably go like Dubai Marina again.
Absolutely right. There we go.
Hey, got
We're
one.
off the mark.
Yeah, got one. There's lots of Brits in Dubai Marina. Okay. Next one. Ooh, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's either DFC or downtown. Downtown. DFC. Downtown. Downtown.
Downtown.
Is it really?
We'll give them the point. Well done, Rick. That's 2.
2 out of how many?
What's that?
I think the French like houses, townhouses. Emirates Living.
No.
Dubai Marina again, isn't it? It is. It's just because of volume, guys. All right, Dubai Marina. All right, it's. I didn't get that one.
I think if you get in your first 2 answers, we'll give you the point anyway.
China. See, I know we've done some big, District 1. We've just done a couple of good deals with Chinese investors. Sorry, but I don't think that'll be the full volume of people looking there.
Yeah, I think you look at sort of mass markets. It's,
mass markets. I mean, I don't know. I guess we're like international city.
Do you know what? It's not the name on here, but I think that was second place.
So it's Silicon Oasis, that sort of.
JVC.
Ah, JVC. Okay, JVC. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
We have one more.
One more.
Okay, last one. Let's get this right.
United States.
Oh, this is interesting. So okay.
Again, I think sort of like that kind of. The Americans are over here. I think tend to be. There's a lot of lawyers, a lot of bankers, maybe.
Okay.
DAFC. Downtown. Downtown.
Yes. I would say DIFC kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
this, downtown. DFC. So I'm going to claim that one.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
3.5.
Fantastic. Well, look, thank you very much. It's been a great episode.
Thanks, mate.
I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. It's good
Glad
to
I could
catch up.
hop along.
Yes. So, look, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure to host Rick here today. If there's anything else you would like to see, any other sort of information which we can provide, any guests you would like to see, then feel free to drop comments in the box below. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for coming, Rick.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.